Well, I'm gonna jump into the news over here. I am not sure if you guys heard. I'm pretty sure you guys did hear about the news. What happened a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago. I will say it was, I think around the 13th of November. Two women went out. Two females went out to party in L.A. in downtown L.A. and Los Angeles and Hollywood, Los Angeles area, and they never went, made it back to their home. Two of them actually were dumped. Their bodies were dumped at different hospitals,
Please hold on to your kids.
and
Folded hands, light skin tone, folded
one
hands,
of
light
them
skin
one of
tone,
them
folded hands, light
was
skin
found
tone,
dead
folded
outside the
hands, light
hospital,
skin
and the
tone,
other one's
folded
still hospitalized in very critical conditions. My condolences goes to the family. The two ladies are Christy, and the other one, Hilda Marcela. And so I'm gonna play the video for you guys so you guys can
crazy.
can check it out. I mean, hear the news, check out the news, and then I'll break it down. Um, but my condolences goes to the family of Christy, and
Follow us on Instagram and stay connected and active.
and sending my prayers to Hilda, and my prayers to Hilda Marcela's family.
I heard about them.
Yeah,
Culver City, I think.
Culver City. Yeah, one of them. She's Mexican, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. For both. I mean, both situations very tragic. So get the clip here for you guys, and we'll talk about it. It's man, this is
Folded hands, light skin tone, folded hands, light skin tone,
this whole situation. It's just really crazy. It's weird, and but I think, to be honest, that we are gonna, here on the show, we are gonna be able to help out solve this mystery, because there's a lot of stuff that can be done. But first, let's go through the news. It's gonna be, I'm gonna try not to make it a long show, but it is gonna be a little bit long. So because there's a lot of stuff to cover, to have a lot of articles. If you're new to our show, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop in the comments section what you think, what you heard, and but let me play the video real quick.
Two local women went out for a night on the town and they never came home.
The women were allegedly drugged, then dumped at separate hospitals. Fox 11's Laura Diaz spoke to the husband of one of the victims.
And I never felt love like I felt from her.
This footage shows a beautiful, vibrant 24-year-old Christy Cillier dancing and performing for the camera. The camera loved the young model, as did many people in her life.
Share, and join
According to her husband Jan, his wife and her friend Hilda, also known as Marcela Arzola, seen here, went out for a carefree night of partying Friday night, November 12th.
November 12th.
But
Okay.
something went tragically wrong. They never came home.
You can help and support this channel by
Let me
Cash App.
yeah, so okay, so it's November 12th. Okay. Let me bring it back. I got to get my camera over here.
By donating with Cash App.
Let me see.
Dollar it's
Hope I don't get flagged, because okay, let me bring it back.
Model, as did many people in her life. According to her husband Jan, his wife and her friend Hilda, also known as Marcela Arzola, seen here, went out for a carefree night of partying Friday night, November 12th.
November 12th.
But something went tragically wrong. They never came home.
Christy texted Marcella and said, let's get out of here, let's leave, with like the wide eye emoji. And the fact that they're texting each other when they're in the same house together, probably sitting very close to each other, or is, concerning, because, why, like, she's obviously worried about these guys that they're with.
Jan says the night started out at the Soho House in the Arts District of downtown Los Angeles. When the club closed, the party of now
Big shout out to Deli. A lot of people are asking, like, well, how come, she was married, she was going out. There's a lot of people out there, not a lot. It's true, that they have relationships like that. And, but I don't know. Everybody's different, right?
Because, why, like, she's obviously worried about these guys that they're with.
Jan says the night started out at the Soho House in the Arts District of downtown Los Angeles. When the club closed, the party of now 3 women decided to continue and party at an after-hours club near East LA. One woman opted out. That may have saved her life. Christy and Marcela continued on, possibly accompanied by a couple of men. Jan says his wife texted him a half dozen times. The last time was 1:30 in the morning, Saturday, November 13th. The GPS on her phone places her in areas from downtown to West Hollywood. The next thing the despondent husband heard was that Christy had been dumped, lifeless at a hospital by men wearing masks in a Prius with no plates. Marcela dumped at a separate hospital, showing signs of heroin in her system. Jan says it's a cautionary tale. Would you be?
That's really crazy. So, so I guess they went for a party at Soho Club. I have a let me see. I got some pictures over here of the map, but okay, here we go. It was kind of crazy for the people saying, "Wow, why were they going from one area to another?" I'll let you guys know a little bit about how LA, we have a lot of warehouse parties, a lot of after hours, but these locations, LA is pretty spread out. So for the people, okay, so they started the night here at in West Hollywood at the Club Soho, and then from there they went to East LA. That's a good like 30 to 40 minute drive right there, maybe 30-minute. And they partied at 447. Okay, so leaves East LA, so they left at 447. 447, man. For me as a male, being out there around that time, man, there's like there's a saying that says that anything between 3 to 4 a.m., the people that are out there are either on drugs or up to no good. I'm not judging any of the two girls, but you got to be careful at those times. You got to be careful. You got to be careful around those times, because people, especially if myself, I'm here. I'm from LA. I know what's up. I know places where to go. What's not safe. But one thing for sure, man. One thing for sure is that I know that I'm not gonna leave the club as a male. Me as a man, I'm not gonna leave the club with random people, random dudes, especially guys, man. Like I don't know. At around that time, even if there were females, that's kind of sketchy. 447, let's go to an after hours and party some more. It's like, it's not, no.
Be surprised if you knew your wife was recreationally using cocaine?
No.
Okay, so that was something that was a part of her.
Exactly, and this is the.
Wait a minute.
She did.
Cocaine? You'd be surprised if you. System. Jan says it's a.
I think they asked him right now if he'd be surprised if she was doing cocaine. He said no. Okay. Let me see.
Cautionary tale. Would you be surprised if you knew your wife was recreationally using cocaine?
No.
Okay, so that was something that was a part of her.
Exactly, and this is the not.
All right. Well, yeah. Kind of obvious, that maybe she was out there, doing some party favors. And maybe they met these two guys and they wanted to continue the party with them. And
she did it very sparingly, but she would never in a million years touch heroin.
This is not cast as just another unfortunate overdose. That this, we believe, and everything that we're learning, is that obviously some sort of criminal element was involved in it.
That might have had them in unsafe places.
so they did some things. Yeah, man, probably they're out there trying to get, a little bit more, and they end up leaving with these two guys.
GoFundMe has been set up for Christy. It is captioned, Justice for Christy. In Los Angeles, Laura Diaz, Fox 11 News.
I'm gonna drop the GoFundMe page for Justice for Christy. You guys can see the page right here.
Still so sad.
It's very sad. Yeah, it's very sad. I'm not gonna.
Hi everyone, what's going on?
Yo, how's it going? What's up, Sakarina Corralejo? How are you doing? I'm not gonna try to bash them too, especially one is gone, rest in peace, and the other one is in critical condition, and out of respect for them and their family and friends, I'm not gonna bash them, but also too, I do gotta talk about this because I gotta bring bring it to light. I gotta let you guys know that you guys people out there shouldn't be playing with this stuff, man. Anything or anyone that's after 3 a.m. in the morning, past that, out there partying, dude, they're up to no good. That's common sense, They're up to no good. They're out there doing drugs, and unluckily, they wanted to get out there and keep the party going, but you can't just leave with people that you don't know. So there's another article. We're gonna talk about the other articles that I got here. So I am gonna post on the link the GoFundMe page for Christy, so you guys can go ahead and donate. The goal is 100,000. They reached the goal, but if you still want to help them out, because they do want to hire somebody to investigate this. So it says on Saturday, November 13, Christy and her friend Hilda were allegedly drugged. 12 hours later, 3 men, all in black, masked in bandanas, with license plates removed, dropped Christy off on the sidewalk of her hospital. Christy was already lifeless and pronounced dead at the scene. 2 hours later, the same vehicle with 2 masked men dropped off her friend Hilda off at a different hospital. Hilda is currently in critical condition and fighting for her life. So Hilda's still alive, but she's in critical condition. They say she's in life support. So I'm trying to go through the storyline as how things happen. I have different articles, so just bear over here with me. Probably some of you guys already know about the case, or maybe have more updates. But I'm gonna just try to bring you guys a timeline here. Hilda's currently in a critical condition, fighting for her life. The story is by no means unique. Since Saturday, we all received a number of messages from other females who have been eerily similar stories, except the only difference between them is Christy and Hilda. Between them and Christy and Hilda is that they survived. So this is a very tragic story. Yeah, no, we live in a very, very scary world. And this is the GoFundMe page for Hilda Marcela. She is actually Mexican descent. She's Mexican, and it's very sad, It's very sad. Both cases are sad, not because one is Mexican and the other one is not. Both, it's sad. So this is for her Hilda Marcela expenses. The goal is 150,000. I hope you guys can help out here. I'm gonna drop the link in the comment section, also too in the description, mainly in the description. So you guys, if you guys want to donate, anything counts, anything can help. And if you guys cannot donate, please do me a favor, give this a share, give this stream a share.
Got scared and dumped them in front of the hospital, thinking they would be okay.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen that way.
So it's in Spanish, but I'm gonna read it here in English, and I do want to bring light to this case. I'm gonna probably I'm for sure I'm gonna be doing different videos because I want to cover everything, and also too I am gonna give you guys more details on the case as the case continues and we get more updates. So it says, dear family and friends of Hilda Marcela, on Saturday, November 13, our dear Marcela was hospitalized in the city of Los Angeles in critical condition. Her and her friend Christy's cold body were dropped off at a different hospital 2 hours apart. possibly to avoid suspicion, where Christy lost her life and Marcela was resurrected or resuscitated. I'm sorry, I apologize. Is being kept on life support with a remarkably strong will to live. So she's, she's a strong warrior. She's holding on. Luckily, she's on life support, but keep her on your prayers, and miracles happen, man. An official homicide investigation has been opened, so we're asking for you to respect the family's privacy and family. My condolences go to them, and my prayers. We ask on behalf of the family supporting covering the cost. So this is going to cover the cost for her. So for medical expenses, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is going to cover her medical expenses. They're still trying. So she's still alive, but even though they have her on life support, miracles happen. So hopefully a miracle happens. Please keep her on her prayers. And yeah, man, she moved from Mexico to come here to pursue her career, and unluckily she went through this whole tragedy. We are going to get a little bit into the story about her story in a little bit. So once again, the goal is 150,000. It's at 56. All her family is in Mexico, so it's very expensive, man. This and the family is already going through stuff as is. What do you guys think so far, guys? Let me talk to the chat a little bit while I set this up.